Just 30 miles from Detroit, from Detroit. Just 30 miles.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the Colin Reich Show. I hope I look alright. Hope everything looks alright. We're getting a new camera set up soon, so that'll be cool, that'll be interesting. I haven't been feeling great over the past couple days. I feel better now, but I kind of tripled down on some dairy, and now I'm kind of regretting it because I had a shit ton of fettuccine Alfredo, or no, like chicken Alfredo, I meant, with pasta. And I made it, and it was great, and it was organic. But anyway, I'm just wondering why we let ourselves be controlled by these devices. Okay? Why do we put these things in front of our faces and we're just okay with it? We're okay with all of it. We are okay with just totally distracting ourselves. Can you imagine this is all that you looked at all the time? Because most of our life is spent looking at these things. And I know there's some statistic about the amount of time we spend on our phone compared to the amount of time that we actually have in our life based upon the average lifespan of a human and whatever. And I don't know that statistic. I didn't look it up. And I'm not going to. But I just think it's absolutely insane that we let these devices control our life. Like, that's wild to me. Everything is on your phone. I get it. I understand. Everything's been made convenient. You don't have to carry a wallet anymore. All these this card doesn't matter. This card doesn't matter because it's on your phone. You can use your Apple Pay. Cash, none of the cash matters because you can. It's on your card. It's on your card, and we're going cashless. And by the way, your ID doesn't matter either because that's going to be on your phone, and they're going to put a chip into your hand, and you're just going to scan that, and it's going to be great. Why? Why does everything have to be on some sort of device where you look at it, and it strains your eyes for 7 hours a day, and it just takes over your life, and it's constantly dopamine, and it's got all the worst shit on it, too. Like, you can't even censor it. You try and, like, focus on the good shit, but the algorithm still gives you bad shit. Like, what was that? Like, I was barely on Twitter. And I go on Twitter one day, and it's just all this shit. It's all the, like, I don't know if YouTube's gonna get mad at this, but it's all this like sexual shit. It's just all these naked women, all this over sexualized shit. And it's just like OnlyFans this and OnlyFans that, and it's like, I don't need this. I don't need to be surrounded by all this shit. And like, you can't even go on, like, most of my Twitter feed is just like overwhelmingly positive shit, like about nutrition, or it's about like current events that are going on, or maybe like a tiny bit of sports. But that's not even on my Twitter because I don't even. I mean, just maybe a little bit because I follow like one or two sports guys. But like, why does all of it have to be negative? Oh, people tell me, oh, negativity sells. Oh, Colin, negativity sells. Does negativity actually sell? Does it sell? I get it. I like going on YouTube and watching car crashes. It's interesting. It's cool to see a guy stop in the middle of the railroad tracks and get run over by a fucking train. That's interesting. I get it. But that's not the type of negativity I'm talking about. The type of negativity I'm talking about is absolutely just 100% evil shit. Just the type of shit that they put in your face that's like clearly and obviously, like when you had Lil Nas X and he was literally twerking on the devil in a music video and everybody was like, normal shit. billions of views. Hey, it's a good song. Hey, Jack Harlow I love Jack Harlow. He was part of that song. What is that? Industry Baby or whatever the song was? Ugh, it just makes me feel weird talking about it. But he's twerking on the devil in the music video, and everybody's like, it's not, guys, it's not religion. Guys, it has nothing to do about Jesus. Trust me. It has nothing to do about God. It has, everybody's saying that. I'm like, come on, bro. Back to the main point here. I'm going on my rant. Like, why? Why does everything on the phone have to be negative? Why can't we just have some wholesome shit? I think positivity sells more than negativity sells. It's that fettuccine talking. So, like, why? Why do we sit here all day and look for negative shit? Because we're programmed to do that. Because everything we watch and listen to is negative. We go on our phone and everybody's talking shit about Biden, or we go on our phone and everybody's talking shit about this or that, and nobody cares, quite honestly. Nobody cares. If I were to sum it up in 2 words, nobody cares. Positivity sells, because if you look at it, I come on here and I talk about all this positive shit. I talk about so many great things, and everybody's like, Colin, it's great. I might get 50 views on a video, but there's always somebody that's coming to me and saying, Colin, I really appreciate what you're doing. I love you. You're a great person. You're doing all this amazing stuff. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. But if I were to come on here and say some real negative shit, and I were to come on here and say some horrible stuff about whatever, I was just making a video talking shit, you know how many people would not like, maybe it would get more views, but I guarantee it wouldn't. Because if instead of the title of my video being something positive, like, let's look at the title of one of my videos, okay, and let's compare this. The title of my video, there is still time to change your ways, which is my most recent video. There is still time to change your ways. What if I said, nope, time's running out? The title of the video is, time is running out, and you will never be able to change, ever. Nothing you can do will ever redeem any of your past mistakes. People will look at that and go, I might not want to watch that, because that's negative. I think the majority of people are attracted to positive stuff. I think the majority of people want good things. I think the majority of people are kind people, are loving people, are hardworking. Everybody takes shortcuts, and a lot more shortcuts are being taken now just because everybody's so miserable, seemingly. But again, I think all that's amplified. I think that the negativity in the world is amplified by people who feed off of negativity. And I think that when you go on Twitter, or you go on Instagram, or you go on any of these platforms, I think that the people that are running these platforms and the people that are pushing these platforms and advertising on these platforms, it's all negative shit. And I think that's trying to be pushed in our face. And people are trying to make it something it's not. There's a lot of positive stuff going on. You just have to look for it. You have to look for it. But I think it's insane that we let these devices that push all this negative shit into our life consume our life because we're addicted to it. We're not even addicted to the negative shit. We're just addicted to the fact that we can look at a phone and it can light up in our face and, oh my goodness, I have this hit of dopamine, but I'm going to have to get eye surgery when I'm 40 because I stared at my phone for 8 hours a day. Like, why? Why? And I'm guilty of it too. I sat here at 9 o'clock. I'm a big Marvel guy. I was watching Avengers Endgame for probably the 30th time at 9 o'clock. It's 10:15 now. And I was laying there and I looked up. I looked up and I was like, okay, I watched 30 minutes of it. And then I look up like 2 seconds later and it's already 10 o'clock. And I'm like, Ain't no way. It's not true. It can't be true. It can't be real. Um, but we let these devices control our life, and everybody falls victim to it. My 45-year-old dad will sit on the couch for an hour and play Candy Crush. And we think that that generation was just like they can remove themselves from it because they're always yelling at us to like kids get off the game. And it's like pop, like what are you doing? Like you're on the game just as much as I am some days. So it's just crazy to me that we let these devices take over our life and then we let all this negative shit overtake it. Like if you're gonna look at your phone for 8 hours a day, at least make like most of the hours of the day like positive. You know? Like don't go watch that video, that music video of Lil Nas X twerking on the devil. Like I just wouldn't I wouldn't suggest that. Cause when that's the thumbnail but billions of people are clicking on it, then I think that's a problem. So anyways, guys, go look at something positive today. Go watch something positive because there's tons of that stuff out there. Because if you search up positivity on YouTube, there's going to be so much great stuff that comes up, but nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that for some reason. It's because we're being programmed to be something that we're not. We are not hateful, evil creatures. We are positive, loving, kind creatures. So that is where I will leave you today. And I hope you had a great day. And I'm going to go let this chicken Alfredo sit in my stomach a little more. All right, guys. Have a great day. I love you, and I will see you soon.